Hey peeps, welcome back to my channel. I am here this Saturday to talk about writing while you have a chronic illness. So if that sounds like something you're interested in, stick around, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you get notified of when I have new videos, and we'll get started right away. When you are battling chronic illness, or dealing with it, or whatever you want to call it, you have to make allowances for yourself. Yes, it would be nice to be able to do everything that you used to do if you developed the illness later on. Or it would be nice to be able to do everything the way other authors do. But the fact is, sometimes you have to give yourself some slack. I have a condition called mast cell activation disorder. And I've probably always had it, but it came on full force around 2015, 2016. It took a while to figure out what it was, but yeah, it's a bear to deal with, and stress can exacerbate it. So over the years, I've tried to move on as normal. I'm a fast writer. I'm very prolific, and I'm still fast and prolific. But the fact is, there have been a few things I have had to make allowances for, had to adjust for. And it became very apparent over the past year that I needed to do that and keep up with it, because I would try to adjust and then I'd be like, oh no, I'll just schedule it like I could normally do a few years back. That didn't work. And last year, about the past 10 months, have been hellish. I mean, they have been horrible. And I'm not going to go into everything that happened, but let's just say that my stress levels spiraled, my reactions have spiraled. I've spent a lot of time in a Benadryl haze. And I finally had to sit down and go, okay, it's time to put my work and myself first. And that means putting my health first as well. And that means disappointing some people. The first change that I've made is that I have finally instituted say no as the default answer. And I have just recently made this a rule for myself. I thought I was doing well, but I have a personality that likes to be known for being able to do everything, for being a superwoman, for being able to help, for being able to take on all these different projects. And the fact is, I can no longer do that. I could try, but I would really pound myself into the ground. So I have decided to say no. That's my upfront answer is no. Or I will think about it, but no is prominent in my mind. I've recently been asked to do a few projects, minor projects, for a few friends of mine, and I've had to say no. I've had to say, you know, I can't do this. I can't handle this in addition to all my work that I'm doing. And my work and my health come first. It's been a hard one, but sometimes you have to institute really strong boundaries to keep control of your health. And instituting boundaries and keeping them up, keeping them going, is not easy. But when you get pushed against the wall and everything feels like it's crumbling, you do what you have to do. I'm no longer playing Google for everybody. I had so many people ask me, well, what is this? What is that? And instead of just saying, go Google it, I would go look it up for them. I would even go look up things for people when they didn't ask me to, when they just said to no one in particular, I wonder what this is. I'd go look it up and boom, hey, I'd have the answer. And that felt good. Except it also made me resent them when I should have been resenting myself for putting myself in that position. So yes, at this point, no is my default answer. Yasmine, can you do? No. Yasmine, would you like to? No. Hey, want to do? No. Just no. The second tip I'm going to give you is to treat your time like money. Don't waste it. If you spend lots of time screwing around and not getting any benefit out of it, not getting fun, not getting pleasure, then cut that stuff out. If it's not work, if it's not dedicated playtime, if it's not dedicated family time, whatever is in your priority list, then build a habit and back off. I am taking a social media break except for YouTube because I love YouTube, and my blog, which I don't count as social media, until the end of June at the least. It is very difficult for me to do this. I don't love doom scrolling on Twitter, but it's something I do. It's a habit. Spending hours on Facebook when I don't really know what I'm doing there. Yeah, I've done that. I need to stop doing that. I need to focus on what my body needs most and what I want most. And what I want most is the time to write, the time to make these videos, the time to relax. If I add in the social media, I don't have time for the others as much. Something has to go. In this case, I'm not doing Twitter. I'm not doing Facebook. My assistant is doing my promotion on there. Once in a great while, I have allowed myself to put a post on there. But for the most part, for 95% of the time, I am not allowing myself to hang on Twitter, to hang on Facebook, and just mindlessly waste time. Because it is designed to suck you in. Social media, Facebook, Twitter, they are designed to keep you there, to keep you on their site. And that means you're taking that time away from doing other things. My writing is far more important to me. My health and downtime have become far more important to me. And I've realized downtime does not mean social media time because I get stressed while I'm on there. And that causes reactions, which impacts my health. So I'm making the decision to spend my time wisely. Time is like money. You have a finite amount of it at any one time. But unlike money, you can't earn more time. We'll have a limited number of days. And I have decided I want most of my days to be spent on doing things that are meaningful to me and that I enjoy. So sometimes you have to make hard decisions about how you spend your time. Now, the third tip I'm going to give you is one that honestly I didn't like instituting before, and that is to build in sick time to your schedule. And if you're a full-time writer, that can be difficult because I do write fast. I was like, I could write this much, in a year. And I enjoyed it. And I love writing. And I enjoy being able to write many books per year because I can and I can do it well. However, I was piling an inordinate amount of expectations on myself to the point of where one day spent in a Benadryl haze after a bad reaction would cascade into, oh my God, hurry up, gotta catch up. So I finally caved and acknowledged that I have to build in some free time into my schedule, and that if I am fine, I can write those days. It doesn't mean I can't write more than I have planned, which is quite a bit anyway. It just means that if I do need time, I have it. I have some extra time to build around my schedule. Sure, maybe I'll have to switch out taking a Saturday off for taking a Thursday off, and that's fine. But I'm making sure I've got some extra time planned in because these reactions hit me hard. I have had horrible reactions the past 2 weeks. I have had days where I feel like I'm drug out. I am grateful right now that I'm on a break time, that I finished the book. It is at my editor's. I don't start the next one till next week. But if I were still struggling to get the book done, I would be panicked out of my mind. So I'm building in a week after each book, which for me is a long time to go without writing. It makes me antsy. I'm just one of those people who, for me, work is the thing I do. I'm an achiever. I want to achieve. I love it. I have drive. Deadlines make me happy, but I need to make them more realistic. So that's what I'm doing. Because I'll tell you, there's nothing worse than feeling like you're failing at your own expectations, like you're failing yourself. And that's what I was starting to feel like. And I was exhausted. I'm still exhausted, but I've taken this week off. And even though I'm making a video, this is for me, it's fun. It's not work. It doesn't feel like work. And I am watching movies, and I am reading, and I am just relaxing and trying to help my body get back to a point where I'm out of a flare. So if you have a chronic illness and you are a writer, those are my top 3 tips. No is your default answer. Spend your time like you would spend your money. Don't waste it. And build in sick days to your schedule. Build in time to recover. Because seriously, if you want to continue writing, if you want to continue doing what you love, you have to have some semblance of your health to do it. You can't be chronically in pain 100% of the time or exhausted 100% of the time and expect to actually get work done. And you're only going to make your condition worse. And the MCAS, it can lead to anaphylaxis at any time that my body decides something is too dangerous for it. And I don't want to heighten those chances by wearing my immune system down. So there are your 3 tips for today. Tell me, what do you do? What do you do for yourself if you have a chronic illness and you need to adjust because of it? How do you deal with it? And let's have a discussion. Let's get some ideas out there for people. Also remember, and I will put this up, I should have put this in the beginning, but I am not giving you medical advice. I'm giving you more life advice. I am not a doctor. I'm not here to prescribe. I'm not here to tell you this will make you healthy or anything. I am just here telling you my experience and where I'm at right now and where you may have to move to if you have a chronic condition and you haven't been taking care of it. And by not taking care of it, I don't mean not necessarily doing some of the right things, but safeguarding your energy levels. That's what this is all about. Making sure you have the energy to do what you love, And so, on that note, I will leave you until next week. Bye-bye, and have a great week, and make sure you subscribe, and tell your friends about the channel if they're writers and they're interested. And, just take care of yourself. You're the only you you've got. Bye.